Libra. Well, I think that something new and exciting is on the horizon for you, Libra. You have the spark. And we also have the World with the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Well, there's the World too. Here's Judgment. There you are. Hi, Mommy, Empress. So moving into the end of the month, there's some kind of exciting spark happening for you. It feels like wish fulfillment. You're going to feel really happy. There may be a move, a relocation. I also think that you're very nostalgic right now. You're thinking a lot about the past and your past lessons, but you're not too distracted by it because there's so much that's exciting for you and new ideas in particular that are making you feel really happy, which I really like. But I can see that for those of you that are making some big shift or big change in your life, it's going to trigger some people. It's going to trigger somebody. When we change, that sort of threatens or challenges the way other people around us see us. And when we change, it frequently threatens the way others see themselves, which is a little narcissistic, but we all do this, especially with like our family, our partners, and good God, our children too. Like heaven forbid our children be anything other than we imagined them to be, right? It's like, whoa, no, they're actually their own people. You're your own person. I feel like you're doing that Libra thing where you're claiming a lot of sovereignty and you are your own person. And I think it's disappointing someone else. I think that someone is losing you. Because some of the main energy and themes that you're going to experience this week, you could feel this way, but I think it's someone around you feeling this way. You must take it as it resonates for you. The Wizard of Awareness and coming apart, stuck in the mud and the one ring circus. But again, there's a spark. And there's anger and disappointment, and there's like this major change. So I'm pretty sure that someone's feeling suddenly left behind, or they're terrified of losing you. Or perhaps you and someone are coming together, and as a result of that union, maybe someone's losing you. Maybe someone's losing them. His mom, his ex, his baby mama, his sister, somebody, or her, Because I feel like someone is aware of the two of you coming apart. Someone is aware of like a separation, but they are stuck in the mud and feeling like a one ring circus. Is someone about to lose their maid or their right hand man or chief assistant? I'm getting the sense of, oh my God, I'm losing you. Now I have to handle everything on my own. That's true. When we separate and create more independence and interdependence in our lives and in our relationships, we do have to learn how to do things on our own. So as something is splitting apart, someone's very aware of that, and it's causing them to feel kind of stuck and feel like they have to handle everything on their own. I'm also hearing, you guys, I saw something that's not related to people or relationships. It's related to objects. You guys, I saw it was a woman. You are, I think, Latino. You have really long, beautiful hair. I saw you putting together what looked like an IKEA kind of cabinet, like an entertainment center or something, and you stood it up and the whole thing fell apart. Like it fell apart and it fell on top of you and it like broke a lamp. And I was like, wow, that's weird. I saw it the minute the coming apart card came out. So if over the weekend or the end of the month, if you're building any furniture or you're putting anything together, like put it together correctly, because I see things like breaking, falling apart, like an old bookshelf, like falling and dismantling. So be careful with stuff like that. I also heard something really interesting too. I hear that at the end of the month, or maybe some of you are going to make a new friend. Quite unexpectedly, you're going to make a new friend. Maybe that's that person's birthday. Maybe they're a Leo, but it's around that time. You may make a new friend. This is going to be a wonderful person for you to get to know. You may have already known them before, or it might be a brand new person that you've never met before. It's not sexual or romantic. It's like maybe friendship, business. It could be a neighbor. It will surprise you, and this person is a good influence on you, and you are a good influence on them. It would be like this really nice, healthy, fun relationship, friendship, I heard. It made me excited. It made me feel like a little kid. So some of you I know are going to make a new friend. And some of you are going to have furniture that falls apart. I needed to tell you those things. But here's your energy at this time. So like that's what's going on. Like there's a coming apart, someone stuck in the mud. There's an awareness of things coming apart. And I feel like you're leaving maybe someone behind based on what I see here. Because the tarot messages seemed kind of negative compared to some of the oracle messages. Treasure, you've received a treasure. You are shifting shape, the shapeshifter. You're going on a new adventure and you're about to have fun. And so with the World, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Wands, some of you just won a trip somewhere. You won a trip. You might have won like a Disneyland timeshare or something like that. You're going to go on some adventure. Maybe you're going to go backpack through Europe for 3 weeks or something. You're going to have a blast. So there's a treasure that you have found. But you're changing, you're going on a new adventure and you want to have fun. I think the treasure is actually a gift that someone gives you. Because in your energy, we have someone showing up as judgment and silence, strategic, or it says challenge. But to me, this is a woman playing chess. So she's up for a challenge. This person has to be strategic, and a gift. So they may give you a strategic gift and you will accept it and treasure it. Maybe you'll take it with you as like a talisman of some kind, memorabilia or something. And you'll take it with you on a new adventure that you go on. But this is kind of weird. And for a lot of you, this person's going to do this directly to you. But this may just be something you witness happening in this person's life. Okay. You need to take it as it resonates. It could be not just between the two of you. It could be shit going on in their life. But what it looks like this person does is they're judging something about you. They do have a jealousy card. So this person experiences judgment and jealousy, either people being jealous of them or maybe they're jealous of you. That's just a theme for them. They give the silent treatment, but then they strategically give you a gift, or they're challenging a gift. They may try to one-up you, but what I immediately heard was, well, I don't like something that Libra is doing, and I'm judging them. I'm very judgmental about them, or I feel judged by Libra, or maybe I'm judging Libra, so I'm not going to say anything to Libra. But then I'm going to kind of yo-yo Libra and like run hot and cold. Like first I'm going to be judgy and give you the silent treatment. Or if you judged me, I'm going to give you the silent treatment. Libras can be kind of judgy. Libra and Scorpio were kind of designed to make judgment calls, form strong opinions. It's not that it's okay for us to be judgy or judgmental, but we're judge and jury of the zodiac. So maybe you judged them and they didn't like it, but now they're going to turn around and try to give you a present. So this person might run hot and cold with you. 1 minute they don't like you, they don't want to talk to you, but that doesn't work. That doesn't get your attention. So now they're going to try to give you a present. Okay, that's a little weird. It's possible though that the two of you just needed to work something out. And you are experiencing a rebirth. You are about to go into a sanctuary and you are about to have a vision. Libra, refocusing on a vision, focusing on a rebirth of some kind. It's really weird though. What I'm really seeing here is that someone just like can't be happy for you, or they won't be happy for their partner, which I think is kind of sad. I'm hearing that some of you are coming into alignment with someone, and that person's mom or their ex or their family or their old job is mad that they're losing them because they're going to be with you or something. It's something like that. There's a jealousy thing. I'm feeling a strong jealous mom vibe. Ooh, be careful with that one. Us moms, we're a little much. I am a mom of 3. But I would love it if all my children fell in love and left the nest. That would be great. But someone's upset here because the overall energy of someone around you, or the energy of the reading, is the 5 of Swords. Oh, someone needs to stand up for themselves here. But there will be conflict, loss, and change. There could be mouthiness. There could be a possessiveness, jealousy, stealing information, competitiveness. It's not fun. It's kind of, I'm hearing it's a little low class. Libras, they don't like to get their hands dirty in arguments. That's beneath Libra. It's like, no, no, no. I don't make myself look bad while fighting. It's like, that's not a Libra thing. So maybe there's tension there that's a struggle. They're the Five of Swords towards you or towards something. The way they're feeling is the Eight of Swords. Now they see you as the Tower. What you need to know or your advice is the Five of Cups, but the final outcome is the Fool. And I have the Fool and the World and the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Cups. And over here, Libra, you look really proud of yourself, and like, it makes somebody jealous. It rubs them the wrong way. Them and their little ego can, whatever. Sorry, I'm still too tired to be bitchy. Maybe I'm nicer this way. My kids tell me I'm too mean to get sick. That's not true. So with this Five of Swords, like, that's not nice. That's not very nice manners. Now, is it? What is this about? The Queen of Swords, I think that could be you, because you could be dealing with another air sign. She could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Either that or she's quite formidable. This Queen of Swords looks a little scary. We can be kind of scary sometimes. But then I have the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles here. Working. No, I don't want that. Okay, so I'm hearing that someone makes you like their bitch boy. Like, you do all their dirty work. You handle all the details. And I think that you've had boundaries with this person and stood up to them. I also think you gave them a very good piece of advice on how to do something, and they know that you're right, but they hate you for being right. Okay, ego wound. Some of you are dealing with a man or a woman that really likes to get the last word. She can be mouthy. She can be nasty. Maybe some of you have been a little mouthy and nasty lately. You might be, watch your temper, watch your words. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And what will how would you answer that question like 6 months from now about this situation? Watch your mouth right now. Libras can be super mouthy. But I feel as though you've said no to someone, or you might have gotten the last word with them and they're mad about that. I think that you might have said something that they didn't like, but now they're looking at the details and they're realizing that you're right. And that makes them mad and all trapped in their head. I also, again, I heard very strongly that you might have been like, I heard that like you were just their bitch. Like you were kind of a doormat with them and you put your foot down, and I think you told them what to do instead of doing it for them, and they're mad. Okay, it's a little complicated. And the way someone's feeling is the Eight of Swords, really stressed out about something, all trapped in the head. It's not solution focused. This person thinks they're trapped and they're not. They're just trapped in their own mind. Clarifying this is the Five of Swords, the Star, and Justice. Aquarius and Libra walked into a bar and took over the fucking world, yo. And you were the winners, because with the Star and the Tower, the Three of Wands, the Magician, and this like maybe a change, maybe moving, relocating, something new, you're taking over the world here. I think this person sees you freeing yourself, creating balance in your life, and moving on in some way, and they're mad. They're mad and they're jealous. They see you as the Tower. You're the Tower, baby. Now, if this is a person that wants to be with you, there is someone holding them back. But they are not going to stop trying, boo. But I feel like this is what you're doing with your life. You're creating this major shift, like a total redo. Let's just tear it all down and rebuild the whole goddamn thing. No problem, Scorpio. Today's a good day to die, and I am not afraid. I'm going to blow this bitch apart. I am thinking about the future. I create my own destiny with the Magician and the Knight of Swords. I get from point A to point B real quick. Real quick. You're striking out on your own. Someone is striking out on their own here and really excited. I think you're making it up as you go along. I think you're really scrappy and resourceful right now. I think that you don't have much of a plan. And I don't think you care, and I don't think you're worried about that either. Because the Knight of Swords and the Magician are like, watch me go, bitch. Hold my beer and watch this. And everyone's like, you're crazy. And you're like, and I am going to make this happen. I feel like you're making something happen, and you're making something happen really quickly. The end of the month is about do-overs, being excited about the future, believing in yourself. And yes, kind of having a bit of a plan, but just like taking action when you really feel that like you're in alignment with your gifts and you know what you're doing and you can make something happen, and you will. And someone sees you this way. Wow. So we have a younger air sign energy here with the Knight of Swords and an older air sign energy here. So some of you might be dealing with a woman that's a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. I think that she, or he, maybe, so for some of you, it's a boss that like you now pretty much qualify for their position, and they're jealous and they can't handle it. Maybe they're older and more experienced than you are, but some of you are really a whiz kid right now. You're like that hot shit 25-year-old that came on the scene and blew everybody out of the water, and what's her face is jealous because she's been there 30 years. Well, sorry. It's my time now. It could be something like that as well. I'm hearing something like that. Workplace jealousy maybe, or like you look like you're just planning something really amazing here. You're really going for it. You've signed some kind of a contract. You're freeing yourself in some way. A star is born. I'm hearing you're about to learn so much and have a lot of wild times and a blast with that fun card and the new adventure. Send me postcards, Libra. I want to see it on your IG. Whatever the hell you're about to do, it looks fun. Rebuilding your own life here. What you need to know is the Five of Cups, and clarifying that sadness, disappointment. Clarifying this is the Six of Cups, the 10 of Cups in the World. This looks like nostalgia, family, childhood memories, moving. Some of you need to hear that there will be a bittersweet feeling of an ending. But there will also be a new beginning. You're allowed to be sad. You're allowed to miss old friends and loved ones. I think that some of you, what I'm picking up on is like someone making a massive change. You may be dealing with a person who's very stuck in the past. They're very nostalgic right now. They're very sad. They miss the way things used to be. They don't want to lose the stability. They don't want this to end. I'm hearing someone may think quite a bit about a childhood vacation home or something like that. There is a sadness. There's an insecurity. This person has it in them someone has it in them to be very familial focused. And they also, I'm hearing, have a collective focus at times. They care about the whole world. But sometimes their ego gets in the way. Sadness, thinking about childhood, thinking about family. This almost looks a little empty nest syndrome to me. Some of y'all sending your kids off to college or something. Someone wants to move maybe, and you have to let the past go. Your memories will always be there. Your lessons have been learned, Libra. This person's, you or someone else may linger in the past and be sad and have regrets that something is ended, that something is over. I understand that. I'm rather nostalgic too. I have a Jupiter in Pisces. Makes me think about the past a lot. I want to recreate it in the future quite often. So I get that about you or that person maybe, but you'll only have a moment for a tear, or they'll only have a moment for a tear, because there's this Aryan beginning here, the Fool. We have the Fool and the World, you guys. To me, the Fool is the most powerful card in the deck. The beginner's mindset, the leap of faith, not a care in the world, naive, innocent, banging into things. Good God, kid, wear a helmet. I feel like Capricorn saying to Aries right now, I think it's totally cool that you want to jump off a cliff, Aries, but please wear a backpack. I love you. Like, that's you. That's somebody right now. Clarifying this is death, the high priestess, Scorpio and Pisces and Cancer. Whoa, all the water signs came out. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This is an emotional journey with the Chariot. Something is ending. You're very intuitive about where you go next. You're bringing some of your secret knowledge with you, but you're letting something end and you're moving on and you're moving forward with a lot of gusto and enthusiasm. I just heard, it's time. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I want to do something completely different and new. Some of you are like completely changing college majors, completely changing like where you were going to live or what you were going to do. I think you're throwing life some curveballs as a response to some of the curveballs that life has thrown you. And I think someone just can't believe you're doing it. They don't get to tell you what to do. Here's what they want to say to you. So we saw that first they were judgy and gave you the silent treatment, but now they're going to try to give you a present. I want you back, but I don't react when people mention you. I wish I'd treated you better. This person wants what they want out of you, but they don't want the spotlight taken off of them. I think that this person has some main character syndrome. I also think that they're very possessive of you. We have had the Five of Swords twice, and they know that they needed to treat you better. Or someone saying that to them, maybe. Also, a little bit more about this person, family and childhood wounds. Yeah, Six of Cups, the past, fond memories, and then the Ten of Cups. But then the world, this is over, Five of Cups. This person has some good memories. This person also glosses over their family trauma and their bad memories sometimes, or maybe someone in their life does that to them. They do have family and childhood wounds. They also want attention. They're jealous. Misery loves company. Oh, and my pride and ego is bruised. So I hate you, don't leave me, or maybe not I hate you, don't leave me, but don't change, be what I want you to be. I don't react when anyone mentions you because that would take the attention off of me. And I'm jealous when you get attention. I want you to stay here with me. This person has that vibe, or maybe they deal with that in their own life, which makes it difficult for them to break away from that and start something new with you. So keep that in mind. But some of you, it's just a person that like, they don't want you to get any attention, but they wish they'd treated you better because they want you back. And they also are realizing that without you, they're aware that you guys are coming apart. Okay. And they're kind of stuck in the mud. And now I think that you're leaving someone to handle everything on their own, or someone will be left to handle everything on their own. This is interesting. This person's very sad to lose something, but they're also, how can I put it? This person has toxic family issues and they know it, but they don't want to admit it. And they can't help but stay glued to that toxicity, and you're not glued to that. And it's hard for them to let go of unhealthy relationships, family patterns, stuff. Their family has a very strong hold on them, or something has a strong hold on them. I think they want to have a strong hold on you is what it is, because I have the Wheel of Fortune, which suggests a cycle will play out, and that cycle will be the Devil to the Ten of Cups. So there could be a Capricorn. Capricorns are very much about hearth and home and family. So this doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but also Capricorn and their ruling planet of Saturn can be a little antiquated. Nothing can ever change. I want my way. Taurus is more that way though. Because sometimes this can mean toxic family, or like our family comes first no matter what. I'm hearing that this person doesn't ever want to grow up entirely either, or maybe they don't want you to grow up. And they're tempted back towards this because they're showing high priestess energy too. But I think you're also a high priestess, but you're focused on something different. They're very pulled back towards that. There could be a Pisces or a Capricorn there. But they're lured back towards this. That makes them happy. Hey, Libra, doesn't it make you happy too? I don't like it when things change. Misery loves company. And I'm jealous that you're leaving. I'm hearing, why do you want to leave? Because you just do. They also know that they crossed a line with you. Here's what you have to say. Let's try again. I see potential, but then disillusionment, which is disappointing clarity, and I'm focused on the future. So I think that you saw a lot of potential in a scenario with a person. And so you wanted to be understanding and compassionate. You said, okay, let's try again. But as you tried, they disappointed you and you allowed for disillusionment. And the Tower suggests disillusionment. Like, okay, like I see the truth now and I'm going to allow for that, because when disillusionment means letting go of an illusion, you really want to let go of illusions so you can see things clearly and see the truth. So you're accepting that disappointment and you have a disappointing clarity, but it's helping you focus on the future. I think you thought something would help here with this person about the future. And what you have to say to them is, you let me down, but I am starting to understand our connection. Yeah, because you got that disillusionment card. It's like, well, that was disappointing and that hurt, but I do understand our connection better now. I see life differently now, and I can tell that we don't share the same values. Maybe you asked too much of them, and maybe they asked too much of you. And now things are just changing. And I do think that you look back, you see yourself as the Knight of Pentacles. So it is hard for you to step outside of a comfort zone, and it's sort of slow and steady wins the race. It's almost like you're looking back at this and it makes you kind of sad and you want to stay. But if you stay, it's just going to be power struggles. So it's like one last look. But the way you feel is up on your high horse. I see you seeing me, and I have not much to say to you people. I think that you don't have a lot of time for bullshit right now. I think your boundaries are coming off as kind of an aloofness. You're going to ignore who you don't want to spend time with. Some of you have gotten some kind of a win. Also, I think there might have been a time in your life you're thinking about past success. And you recognize that, like, I was successful in the past, but that's the past. And I'm a grown up now and I can bring my success with me into the future. The best is yet to come. I haven't peaked. I'm hearing someone say, I haven't peaked yet. You are feeling good about something. And your action is the Ace of Cups, open heart chakra. Ace of Cups and Ace of Wands with wish fulfillment in the world. Starting something new with this beautifully open heart chakra. I clarified that, and I have the Eight of Swords to the Six of Cups, but then the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is coming out again. When you think about the past, it gets you a little trapped in your head. Also, you might be concerned about young people or children or having babies. But I'm seeing it's mostly that the past is a little hard for you to look at. My past is hard for me to look at too, but it is what it is. Take your blindfold off. Your memories aren't going anywhere. And I think that you're doing that, like you get in your head about past memories, the idea of forgiveness, but you still are sort of like turning your back on that anyways and being like, I still don't really know how I feel about the past, but I do need to focus on the future. I have a lot to be proud of. I'm starting these new cycles in my life. I do want to be focused on the future. It's just hard to let this past go. Watch out for being a perfectionist and a workhorse at this time. It's fine if you want to be a perfectionist and a workhorse, like Virgo vibes are awesome and they're a thing. Technically, we are Virgos in sidereal astrology, so that's fine. Just like, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be a workaholic. I see you working towards something new, and you're a little concerned about youth, children, or the past, but not enough to keep you from continuing to focus on the future. And I love that for you, Libra. I love that you're able to just, you know what I feel like is happening here? It's like, you did disappoint me. And, but the more I think about all this, the more I really understand. I understand why you let me down. And I'm seeing all of this differently. And I radically accept that we don't share the same values. And I'm just going to move on. And I think that you doing that just upsets the shit out of this person in a lot of ways. And I think they almost don't understand why something isn't right for you anymore. I think that you want to create a new family, a new tribe, a new group. I think that there's a lot of stability here with someone, but also sort of a possessiveness and a stuck in the past. This person will try to share optimism with you, but this person is like the eternal fountain of youth, and they have an eternal child in them. And I think that your eternal child is awake now too, but I don't think they can come where you're going. They're too attached to something. They're too attached. They're too attached to something traditional and the past. And that's what tradition is built on, is things that are familiar from the past. And that can be very hard to let go of. But you can take those old traditions with you that you want to keep, and you can go on a new adventure and have a lot of fun and create new rituals and new memories. And I think that that's what you're doing. You're taking your divine knowledge with you, but you're allowing for transformation, and you're moving forward because you know that it's really time. It's really time. And it's going to cause this rebirth for you, Libra. Take the wisdom from the disillusionment that you've had and allow it to help you refocus on the future. Accept where relationships are coming apart and accept where new ones are coming together too. Just let yourself shed a tear and move forward. And if they can't stop crying about it or being jealous or miserable, that's just, emotions are temporary. They're going to get over it, hopefully. Yeah. All right, Libra. So that's the message I have for you. So I hope this resonated and I hope it helped. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.